In the heart of the Middle East, an age-old conflict rages on, fueled by the harsh realities of geopolitics and deep-seated historical grievances. This is the story of the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, a saga of power, resistance, and survival. Our tale begins on a somber note, in the densely populated terrain of the Gaza Strip, where over 150 hostages have been taken by Palestinian militants and held by Hamas. Israel, faced with a complex hostage crisis, is navigating a labyrinth of underground tunnels and the perils of their own military bombardments on Gaza. The United States, confirming the presence of American hostages, has stepped up to assist in the rescue operations. As the tension escalated, a U.S. Navy carrier strike group, including the formidable USS Gerald R. Ford, was deployed to the eastern Mediterranean Sea. This move was designed to deter any escalation or widening of the Israel-Hamas war, following a wave of attacks launched by Hamas on Israel and Israel's subsequent retaliatory strikes on Gaza. Hamas, in an unexpected turn of events, declared its readiness to release the Israeli hostages, provided Israel frees all Palestinians held in its prisons. This demand surfaced in the midst of Israel's substantial ground offensive in Gaza City, which has been transformed into a battlefield. In response to harsh criticism from Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Israel has recalled its diplomatic staff from Turkey. This decision was made in light of a series of harsh statements from Turkey concerning Israel's military campaign in Gaza. The Israeli military, believing that the Hamas leadership and its main infrastructure are concentrated in the north, launched relentless strikes in the area. These strikes followed the military's warning to civilians to evacuate northern Gaza and move to the south. The situation in Gaza is dire, with severe shortages of food, fuel and medicines. In an attempt to alleviate the situation, aid trucks carrying food and water were allowed into Gaza. However, the region's suffering continues, with internet and phone services cut off, raising concerns from Human Rights Watch that a communication blackout could provide cover for mass atrocities. Despite the challenges, Hamas remains defiant, stating that its operatives are ready to confront Israeli attacks with full force in Gaza. Israel in turn has accused Hamas of using Gaza's biggest hospital as its headquarters and exploiting other hospitals for military purposes, a charge that Hamas has denied. In the midst of the conflict, the people of Gaza and southern Israel live under a thick haze of smoke, the aftermath of a night of intense bombardment. A BBC journalist described the situation as total chaos, with ambulance drivers blindly driving towards the explosions due to the lack of communication. To sum up, the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas is a complex web of power struggles, hostage situations, and military offensives. The situation in Gaza is dire, with shortages of essential supplies and a communication blackout raising concerns about potential mass atrocities. Despite these challenges, both sides remain steadfast in their positions, adding another chapter to their long-standing conflict. The world watches on, hoping for a peaceful resolution to this age-old conflict.